Hey guys, this is Joyce at Medusa Was Framed, and I am very happy once again to be here with my very good friend, Andrew Zebrun III. Thank you, my friend.
Hi guys, thanks for joining us.
Andrew, who is always a well of insight into news happenings, is going to fill us in on some of his tidbits and findings, and then he and I are going to chat a little bit about that, and then we're both going to read some cards as we're going along. So, my friend, you're sharing the screen. Start the party.
Okay, we got big news out of Ukraine. Not only were the biolabs putting out stuff like the stuff. I'll try to keep this so you don't get censored. Are you going to go on YouTube with this?
Yeah, it's going to go on YouTube.
All right, I'll watch my language.
You probably can only say Ukraine so many times too. Though I don't have enough subscribers for it to be an issue, you know.
All
But
right.
anyway.
Over in Europe, they found them with not only biological stuff, they got the N word too, the NUCL. They got that involved too. They were working on the giant big boom, the biggest boom we have. You know, the one they ended World War II with?
Yeah.
So that adds another dimension to it that we never knew about.
Truth.
So it's kind of crazy. I came across that last night, looking at Clandestine. This guy named Clandestine writes a good newsletter. So absolute insanity over there and getting more insane by the day. But it looks like they're going to get things cleaned up. I have no idea how long it's going to take, but we got our own mess over here.
Well, that's for sure. That is for sure. Mr. Bannon.
Yep, the political show trial of the century, in my book.
Love to be in that courtroom. Oh my God. I would love to be in that courtroom.
Oh, wouldn't we all?
I totally would. I would rather have been in that courtroom than Johnny Depp. Because he's going to eviscerate those people. He is fierce and brutal.
Mm-hmm. He certainly is. Well, we have a clip here. Should we check it out?
Yeah, you can. Things don't usually play very well on YouTube, but go ahead.
I challenge Benny Thompson today to have the courage to come to this courthouse. If he's going to charge somebody with a crime, he's going to be man enough to show up here or send somebody like Shifty Shift or Fang Swalwell or send Liz Cheney, send somebody in the committee that has the guts to come here and accuse somebody of a crime. It is outrageous. And for them to sit there and try to get...
I can hardly hear it, Andrew.
I know, it's terrible.
Well, things don't usually, a lot of times things don't play well on YouTube. It's different if you're on StreamYards or whatever, but, oh, and that was from Twitter, so there's all kinds of other factors. That's all right. Oh, Poso wrote that. Okay.
Yeah. Posobiec. You know, he did an anti-Q piece once that I'm not real happy about.
I remember that, but I like Jack.
I do too. I just don't know where that anti-Q piece came from. The only thing I can think of is they oh my God, I said the 17.
All right. I don't have enough subscribers for it to be an issue, I don't think.
Well, anyways, I think it was disinformation.
Exactly. I agree.
They don't want us to have the full truth, and the deep state doesn't want things like that taken off too fast. So it's all so confusing, you know. But that's how they want it to be.
What's the latest in Buffalo?
Oh, local news is absolutely insane. We got people murdering people for no good reason at all, and then instantly getting charged with manslaughter, even though it was a pre-planned thing.
This is up there in Buffalo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right in
Yeah.
my town where I'm in, Joyce.
In your town too?
In my town.
So I don't know if you saw the video that I did this morning, but you know how sometimes Andrew and I both remote view? I mean, you can call it whatever you want. You know, remote view is like the contemporary hip way to put it, but you know, you don't, much to some people who sell very expensive courses, you don't need extensive training to learn how to remote view. You just need to trust your instincts and be able to interpret what you see. And I just wanted to say that because there are people getting rich off of selling this stuff, and I think that's immoral. But anyway, you know how, Andrew, sometimes you wake up and you wake up in a remote view? Or maybe you're chilling. Maybe you're sitting on the back porch, or maybe you're in your canoe and you're out on the lake and you go into a remote view. It's not that one. But you know what I'm talking about, how that happens? Like you wake up in a remote view. Like you wake up and you're like, whoa. Like some people would call it lucid dreaming. You can call it lucid dreaming too, but you're in an experience and you're awake.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to deciding that you're going to go look at something. That's different, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you decide you have a target, you're looking for a target, you're honing in on a target, and you go in and you see what's there. You have a target, you focus. You know, like you remote viewed Jekyll Island. You had a target. Right? There's that, but then there's some, and we both do that, but sometimes the remote view like comes to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I woke up in a remote view this morning, and one of my videos today, I think it says something about frequency fences or something. I woke up in a remote view, and I was seeing the frequency fences that are changing around the Great Lakes.
Mm.
And I did a reading and I used my pendulum, and it's you know, I mean, you know, I'll let people look at the video if they want, but essentially it's the grids were there. They were part of the ancient free energy system. Mm-hmm. Right? That's what all the star forts and the obelisks and the Erie Canal and Niagara Falls and all that stuff. That was all part of the energy system. And then, of course, those energy systems were tampered and the frequencies were changed, just like 432 got changed to 440. Mm-hmm. Right? Well, what's been happening, and people like Andrew and I who can see things, or especially people like me who work in the world of frequency already, or people that do ancestor work, like my friend, the Root Doctress. She's a Hoodooan priestess. We see the frequency. We see it. We hear it. We smell it. We feel it. The grids are coming back online, and the frequencies are being changed. That's what happened at what's it called? The Georgia Guidestones. Remember, I told you the Georgia Guidestones had been deprogrammed. Right. Remember? Yeah. So, and the same thing, you know, and there's something going on, and that has something to do with what happened at Hoover Dam too. But anyway, the reason I asked you about Buffalo is because you can watch my video later and see Buffalo right now is like the epicenter of a frequency modulation. And that's no surprise because that's where the World's Fair was. Yeah. And all that World's Fair was like the generating center, right? Yeah, and it was in 1901. Well, but yeah, but I mean, the stuff was there working as a generating center before the fair. Yeah. The original intention of all those constructions was for the generating center. So we already know that Buffalo was a key point on the original grid. Mm-hmm. Like Detroit, like Chicago. So yeah, I was all morning, I was totally in remote view mode all morning, and that's hard. If people don't understand what that means, that's hard to describe. But I'm not surprised to hear that all hell is breaking loose up there,
Mhm.
because I mean, and it's hard to, like, how do you describe what you see in a remote view? It's very difficult. But unless you're another remote viewer, then you get it. But there's massive changes going on up there. Massive. So I'm not surprised all hell's breaking loose.
Yeah, it's weird. There was a local murder, and they have proof that they planned to get this guy, and it was a whole group of people. 6 people got charged with murder or involuntary manslaughter. They're calling it. They formed a ring and they murdered some guy. It's like, who does that?
Is that what this is about that you shared?
No, this is in Holland. They're having a Dutch revolt on the 23rd at Dam
Oh.
Square in Amsterdam. So I wanted to put that on the screen so people over in Holland might see it. See, one
sure
person
they
here
will.
saw it. So, and he has a foreign sounding name. So this is how we got to spread information. Isn't this awful? And there was an attack by the white hats on the black hats down in near Atlanta. I think it's
Yes.
connected to the Georgia
McPherson?
Jackson. Yeah,
McPherson?
McPherson. Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You know anything about it?
No, but I don't spend a lot of time researching all this stuff during the day as you do. So I see things on Telegram, but the only social media I'm on is Telegram. But you would hear more about that than I. But it's like a clean out. That's what it was. It was a clean out.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's being reprogrammed. Everything is being reprogrammed.
Yep. It says, according to NSA sources, white hats are currently attacking Fort McPherson base complex in Atlanta, Georgia. It is there that the Rockefeller Citadel of AT&T and CNN conducts fake psychological operations of the Joe Biden administration. So that's where the fake White House is being broadcast from.
So why don't we read on that?
Okay.
Think how you want to ask the question and tell everybody what deck you have.
I have the Radiant Rider-Waite tarot cards.
Okay,
These are
Radiant
my
Rider.
favorite.
Yeah, I knew that's a really good one to start with.
Mhm.
The images are very clear. So what are we asking? Are we asking if that's the set for the current White House? Is that what we're asking, or how do you ask it?
Yeah, is this where they're running the simulation for the residency?
Okay. How many cards are you gonna do?
I'll do 3.
Okay, yeah, I'm liking 3 lately. So this is the Pintar deck, which. So is the Fort McPherson complex in Atlanta where the whole simulation is being run from? Because we were led to believe that that had affiliated with Tyler Perry Studios somehow.
Yeah. Yes, I'm getting information through back channels too. Like I can't really talk about. So
is the McPherson complex where the DC simulation is being run? Did you already drop your cards?
yeah, I got the Star, the Sword, the King of Sword, and the 9 of Cups.
That's a pretty strong yes. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I should have let you interpret that. Andrew's still moving his way into cards, so sometimes I get excited. I should have let you interpret that yourself.
I thought it was a yes too. Here, I'll show them so everybody can see.
Well, and the star is like a card of divine grace, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're if you're thinking about an issue where something is being cleaned out and righted, that's the card. And then you've got the King of Swords, which is like, that's Excalibur right there. You know what I mean?
And the Nine of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
That guy reminds me of Gaddafi every time I see that card.
I know what you mean by that. I know what you mean by that. So I have the Hermit, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and at the bottom of the deck, I have the Ace of Swords, which is a huge, that's like your King of Swords. That's a huge yes. And it's also, you see how big that sword is?
Uh-huh.
Not even a sword. It's like, I don't know what you call that knife, but it's not a sword.
It's a gladius.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's a Roman short sword.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, like gladiator.
Yeah, it's a gladius.
So, new thought, a cutting through distortion.
Mm-hmm.
Hermit. So there was stuff that was done behind the scenes, right? A great deal of wisdom went into this. And, you know, there are people that liken the Hermit to our extra dimensional assistants, shall we say, right? That the Hermit, in some cases, especially in something like this, could indicate that we have, I don't want to, I hate the buzzwords, you know, the extra dimensional beings are involved.
Yeah.
10 of Pentacles. Gold is raining from the sky, essentially, right? There is there's an end of a cycle and a new cycle of prosperity that's coming with it. And 8 of Wands is just, it's kind of, it's that guy and he's running, right? It's like there's a lot of energy moving. A lot of energy in something like this where there was a takedown, then there's going to be a lot of distortion running around. So I definitely have a yes, but tell me to shut up next time so you can interpret your own cards.
Oh, it's okay. My bottom card was the High Priestess.
Okay, perfect. You got the High Priestess, I got the Hermit. Stuff being done behind the scenes, and we're not going to know everything, right?
Yeah, apparently that's the way it is here.
Well, but that we don't need to know it all.
I know.
I know you want to, and Sheena wants to know everything too. Sheena wants dates and timelines.
Really?
That's just how her mind works, you know.
Uh-huh.
That's just how she solves problems. Anyway. So that's a yes.
Yes.
Is there anything else about that you want to consider?
I can't really go into it right now. There's more to it, you know. I don't sit here and claim military intel or any of that crap. I just talk to people, and there's some people I can't say what they tell me, you know.
Oh, and that's exactly the same point of why we're not going to know all the answers for what you illustrated, you know.
Yeah.
People, if you and I are talking about things, then people who actually have influence on outcomes can hear it too, and that influences the outcome, right? We can. But so let's see, what did that say? Rockefeller Citadel at AT&T commits psychological operations. Okay. Well, do you want to talk? You want to? What is there anything more about Fort McPherson? You know.
I think there's a dumb there.
That's what I was going to say because I just saw one. Let's ask that. Okay, I just saw that when you said that. I just saw it.
Okay.
I saw the tunnels going down.
Yes, that.
Is there a dumb? Well, there's a dumb at every military base, at least one. So we know there's a dumb. Okay, maybe there's a dumb at every military base, right? That's part of a military base, because it's like Mayday, whatever. I mean, I know the answer is going to be yes. We can draw cards, but I know the answer is going to be yes. I think the more significant question might be, is it clean?
I think my cards might answer that.
Are we asking if it's clean? Because you know there's
Yeah.
a dumb, there's dumbs under every military base, and there's dumbs under every airport. We already know that. So is it clean? And this was all part of that, right? Was this attack, was this clean out at Fort McPherson recently also to clean out the dumb underneath?
I got the 10 of swords, the 3 of cups, and the 3 of swords. That's what I got.
I'm gonna let you interpret that instead of running my mouth.
I think it's over for Fort McPherson, whatever dark arts were being performed there. I think they put a sharp halt to that operation. And then my bottom card for a qualifier is the Ace of Swords.
Well, there you go. That's yes. That's a bitch slap, yes. Yes. If the cards weren't clear enough, that's definitely a yes. Can you see mine? I've got the Hierophant, which in this case is not good, right? The Hierophant can be bringing order out of chaos, or it can be all the corruption of the Pope. Queen of Cups, so a movement to a more balanced use of, shall we say, emotional energy and communication, right? Because the King of Cups is like sneaky, right? Where the Queen of Cups, she is regal and more connected to the ground. But this is the one. This is the one, baby. Judgment. And then the bottom of the deck is 4 of Pentacles. So 4 of Pentacles can be the man who quietly saves his money to, you know, to be wise and build his retirement, or the miser who makes his whole life about just being a miser.
Wow.
So yes, I agree. It is definitely the end of Fort McPherson. And you had the 3 of Cups, right?
Yes.
Which is new unions, celebrations, cooperations in the same place, the center. I also got a cup. I got the Queen of Cups. I think both decks are saying that's that.
Yeah.
The dumb has been cleaned out. And there's a lot to clean out because there's been a lot of hoarding going on down there, right? In both cases, we have this new movement toward new and healthy, you know, cups are unconsciousness, feelings, and that kind of intimate communication, as opposed to like logical communication. Okay, cool.
You know, people keep saying, well, when are we there yet? When are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there? Well, you know, these people a lot of them could have just gave up a long time ago and said, okay, this game is over. We were doing this and now we're not, you know, but they choose to keep the game going. Right?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a different way of looking at it. Like, are we there? It's not a fixed destination.
No.
You know, when you demo a house, it doesn't come down in one day.
No.
But, you know, that's just, it's been a long time. And, you know, Americans are spoiled. I mean, we're not used to we're not used to having to suffer. We're really not. We're spoiled. All right. So that's interesting. Let's look at something else.
Okay.
Let's
Do you
look at
have anything?
No, I'm just I'm letting you be the news guy.
All right.
let's just pull something else up that either that you're familiar with or you just saw, and let's take a look at something there.
All right. This is really good. Did
Yeah,
you
I
see this?
saw that. Oh my God.
This is really good. I mean, I'll play it without the sound because there's no
No,
point in having the sound. But this is the Tower of Babel, and Russia burned this in 2020. This thing was huge too. It was a sign to the deep state that they were coming after them.
is that a do thing?
This is no,
A directed energy weapon?
they built this tower to burn it. It's a symbol. It's a
It
signal.
looks like
to
the Tower Bobble, yeah.
It's a signal to the deep state that they were coming after them.
I see.
They did this in Russia in 2020. It's epic, I think.
Look, that's like something Scavino would share. Is that Scavino?
No, this is me.
No, but, okay, oh, okay, but yeah. Who originally did that is what I'm asking.
Oh, probably.
Whoa!
It was big, Joyce. It was way bigger than you think it was. Like, these are trees. These are whole trees.
Crazy.
They took down a forest to make that. It's thrilling. I don't know. I'm just thrilled. You know, my grandparents were Russian, and my Russian grandmother's name was Sophia.
Has your name been anglicized, or is your family name Zebrun?
I heard it was, but I don't know for sure.
Mm.
But I have an aunt who went back to Russia in 1980, and she tried to get the family records, and
Yeah.
they were communists then, and they wouldn't let her. They wouldn't let her.
I understand.
She
Just
tried.
curious.
She
Just
really
curious.
tried, though.
My name is from Switzerland, and there are still people with my name in Switzerland, so that's why I asked.
I
That,
have.
that stuff's just interesting.
Yeah, I have a Swiss friend. She's great.
So let's find something to talk about here.
All right. We'll get some relentless truth because he's always
Okay.
got something good going on.
You do reference relentless truth quite a bit, that's for sure.
He's got Florida on. A push for green energy is a push for enriching China, where 80% of solar panels are made. Oh my God.
I don't
The
want to look
reason-
at that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. AOC chooses to be identified as arrested. That's completely-
That's perfect. That's perfect. Oh my God, Julian Drum. I miss all these people from, the Twitter takedown.
Yeah.
The Twitter takedown, and then we all went to what was Dan Bongino's channel? We all went to Dan Bongino's channel, and then they took that down, and it's like, and then I just gave up. I gave up. I haven't been on anything since the Telegram.
They're saying she fakes her orgasms too. Oh my God, poor AOC.
I don't want to know.
I don't either, but that's what they're saying.
That's good. We don't talk enough about BlackRock and Vanguard. That's true. Don't forget. Oh, he's just yapping. Let's get something we can actually look at.
Okay.
Oh, what do we got here?
CNBC says Vice President Kamala Harris on Monday compared the recent Supreme Court ruling overturning a constitutional right to abortion to America's history of slavery. Oh, come on, man.
Oh, I got a question. See, I
What?
don't think that's her either. I
No.
remember when they took her out. You remember when that weird, she was being interviewed on somebody and you could tell it was CGI?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? See, I don't
Yeah.
think that's her.
I got a weird backstory about her too, but I don't
You
talk.
want to ask that? Is
Yeah, let's ask that.
is the current is the current vice president the original Kamala?
Okay.
Okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only. Disclaimer, we don't want to be sued. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Wow. I got some amazing cards.
Go ahead.
I got
Start.
the Four of Pentacles, Justice,
Ah!
the Magician.
How do you interpret that, my darling?
That's not her. And my bottom card was the Page of Cups.
Oh, okay.
What do you got?
Five of Wands. There was a battle. There was a battle. Three of Swords. There was a battle that ended in heartbreak. And the Sun is a big yes, but it's also, you know, illumination. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So the key cards are here. There was a struggle, a battle, a big battle. And there were very painful choices that had to be made. So no, that is not her. Should we ask if she's at the spa or someplace, or if she's on the earth plane at all?
Yeah, that's a good question. I heard they were taking some of these people off planet to be dealt with.
Well, I let people decide how they feel about that. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know if that's
Off-planet.
true or not.
off planet or into other aspects of dimensionality. For instance, I do not believe that the first wife of Mr. Trump is actually dead. I think she has been moved into another dimension. You can call that off planet. I think they had to move her for safety and strategy reasons. But anyway, so we have to ask that question one question at a time, or maybe you can ask one question and I can ask the other, but we can't ask a question, is she incarcerated or off planet, right? We have to ask one or the other. So do you want to ask one question and I'll ask the other?
All right, I'll ask if she's off planet or not.
Okay.
I got the King of Wands, the World, and Queen of Pentacles.
Hmm.
My bottom card is the Page of Cups again. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, that's a big card. Well, that's a yes, for one thing. But the Page of Cups is also a real important card for initiation of new manifestations. So you asked, is she off planet?
Yeah, I got King of Wands, the World, and Queen of Pentacles.
I'm gonna ask if she is in some form of incarceration. And you interpret the cards as you see fit, your cards.
Oh, I think they moved her out of here. She's been hustled off.
Oh, we both got the World.
Really?
World too, didn't you? Or did you get Wheel of Fortune?
I got the World.
Yeah, we both got the World. So my question was, is she in some kind of incarceration? I probably should have asked my question first, then your second. But we got the Four of Swords, which is what it looks like. It can be a death card. It's a time in reflection card,
Mm-hmm.
right? She's suspended, you see, she's floating in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Emperor, the new judge is coming into town,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And in the World, it's already been changed. It's already been changed. The whole thing has been flipped on its head. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Pentacles, which is a card of great financial rebirth and independence and sovereignty. So my question was, is she in some kind of incarceration? This definitely tells me yes. Things have already been changed. She's definitely in incarceration. And there is an entire movement of stability and I don't want to say wealth, but this is the ultimate card of sovereignty. So her sovereignty is like out of her hands right now.
Mhm. Good.
So yes, she is incarcerated. You want to try to figure out where she is?
Wow, yeah.
Think about how you're going to ask that question, because you have to think about how you would interpret the answers.
Yeah. Well, I would just ask, is she still on planet Earth? Is her or her
I
remains on planet Earth?
thought you asked if she was off planet.
Yeah, I thought I did ask, and it said yes, she was gone. So
So we already know that she's off planet, but you want to ask, well, see, I think just like there are frequency fences, like there are frequency fences that are changing what's going on in the Great Lake area and reactivating all those technological systems based on water.
mhm.
There are frequency fences that people can't see, and people that know how to do this stuff. I don't know if you can cloak yourself, but I can cloak myself. When you're doing energetic work, you can cloak the frequencies that people can perceive. So is she physically off planet? Because that, I don't even know if that's accurate. Is she physically off planet, or is she in like a cloak? Is she in a cloak? Which is very limiting, because it creates a frequency fence. That's the way that I would ask the question. But then you have to ask one or the other. Let's do this. Let's ask the pendulum. Let me show everybody. Can you show me yes? Yes is a clockwise spin. Can you show me no? Let's get the yes or the no down, and then you can take it from there. So is the woman, is the original Kamala Harris on planet Earth? No. Is the original Kamala Harris held within a frequency cloaking fence? Yes. Is the original Kamala Harris? This is for entertainment purposes only, entertainment purposes only, entertainment purposes only. Is the original Kamala Harris in another dimension altogether? Yes. Is that an aspect of being off planet? That's saying yes. Now let me ask a question just to test that. Is the cloaking around Kamala Harris a cloak here on planet Earth? So that said no. So if it said yes, there'd be an error somewhere. So she is cloaked. She's held within a frequency fence, meaning, she might not be in shackles, right?
Mhm.
But part of being in a frequency fence, if you're off planet, is the frequency fence actually might be to protect her, because if she's, say, on Mars, where a lot of, Mars is all cleaned out, but if she's on another planet, she would need a frequency fence to keep her safe from the elements, right?
Mhm.
Anyway, go ahead, ask your question. So we got the yes or no. She's cloaked. She's held within a frequency fence, like the Iron Dome in Israel, right? She's off planet. Now you decide what you want to do with that.
Well, I heard that they're letting these people go elsewhere and then continue their lifestyles on another planet. And I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Well, that would also explain the frequency fence, right?
Yeah.
She's continuing her lifestyle, but she has no influence. But she can live how she wants to live, but there, if she has a certain, she's not controlling anything, but she has to be within a frequency fence, first of all, because there are gravitational and atmospheric issues involved. But then, oxygen issues involved. But then there's also the frequency fence is how she's monitored. But I don't know. I hadn't heard that.
Well,
But figure out how you want to ask your question.
I'd like to know if they're actually letting them do things like that or if they're stopping them totally. You know what I mean? So I don't see any point in removing them and letting them continue what they're doing in a different dimension or something, or on another planet. I'd like to know if things are going to actually go towards the light side totally, or if
That's
we're
too
just gonna-
vague. That's too vague.
too vague.
Too vague.
Mm,
Narrow in on, that's too vague. You want to finish do you want to try to figure out where she is?
sure.
I thought that's what you originally wanted to try to figure out.
I got the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and Temperance. And my bottom card is the Queen of Swords.
Queen of Swords is justice, like she don't play. Look at the sword in her hand. The Queen of Swords does not play. You have Temperance and what else? Yeah, she don't play. She don't play.
Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups and Temperance.
So how do you interpret those three cards?
Well, I guess it's over for Kamala, and she's off planet. So I just wonder what they're going to do with all those off planet entities.
Well, before we get there, let's look at this, okay? So the Six of Pentacles is showing you that there is a redistribution of wealth, right? The Lord of the Manor is paying alms to the homeless people on the street. There's a redistribution of wealth going on. Knight of Cups, there is a new sense of stability and there's an honor and there's an honor in the new emotional information that's being brought in, right? And then Temperance, she is the one that washes the water. So if water is Akash, right? Washing it. She's pouring it from one cup to the other with 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the land. She is moving the water between the realms and cleaning it. So to me, that card says that we've already determined that she's off planet or, multidimensional, whatever people want to call that. And there's a monitoring going on, right? And she is not the Lord of the Manor handing out the pentacles. She's the poor man on the ground receiving the pentacles, right? So there's a monitoring going on, and there is a purification, a reorganization going on the emotional realm. And what was the card at the bottom of the deck?
The Queen of Swords.
Oh yeah, she don't play. Okay. Yeah, there is a lot of she may be living somewhat comfortably, like Jeffrey Epstein is living very comfortably somewhere, right? But she is very contained, she probably just has the things that she likes in her life, right? Creature comforts, but she is very, very contained. Let's see if we can figure out where she is. Now, I don't do astrology at all. There are people that do astrology would be able to see the cards and know which planet was being referenced. I don't do that. Because none of that really makes any sense to me anyway. I don't see things that way. Astronomy, yes. Astrology, no. I just don't see things that way. It's too arbitrary. So where is confidence? Oh God. 10 of Swords.
Wow.
that Kamala is gone in every way. She has completely been, all of her energy has been is the original Kamala still alive? That says no. This would kind of indicate that the woman that we speak of, the original woman that we speak of, has, I mean, this is a card of execution, but it's an ending card. It's an end of thought, thinking processes. So that which made up the mind that she has, right, has been executed. And all of that energy has been returned to the Akash, right?
Mm-hmm.
And is in the process of being redistributed in a healthy way. And then at the bottom of the deck, again, we have the Ace of Swords. So justice and clarity went out. I don't know, again, there are people that know about how the planets and astrology line up with the cards. I don't know. I don't, what I'm getting from these two especially is whatever form she's in is completely transformed. You know, the 3D person might be gone.
Wow. I'll tell you guys a funny story about her when I can.
What do you mean?
I can't talk about it right now. There's people that contact me for things, but they, you know, they don't want to be public right now.
Yeah, of course.
So she is a strange person, though. I'll tell you that much.
Let's move on from her. Well,
Yeah.
and the person that is standing in her place is even stranger.
I bet.
How long have we been doing this? Have we been doing this an hour yet?
No.
I don't know. I never look at the clock. I hate time.
Me too.
Yeah. Holy shit. What does that say?
The Russian biolabs also had NUCL.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I shouldn't have, not the Russian ones.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. That's not surprising, though. I mean, it's like super soldier stuff, you know?
Yeah.
That there's stuff like that too. There's radioactive stuff there too.
Yeah. The thing that's confusing is, did things come from China with an I or China with a Y?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know if it matters anymore, honestly.
It doesn't, but they want us confused about that.
Yep. Part of the, oh, don't even go back to that person thing.
No. I want to go to brain freeze.
Okay.
Pizza delivery man runs into burning home to save 5 children, jumps from second floor holding child.
Wow. Where did that happen?
Ah, I don't know.
The mayor and police department Hill. Wow. Lafayette. Well, there are a lot of Lafayettes, but the first Lafayette I think of is in Louisiana, but there are lots of Lafayette.
It's got to be Louisiana. I think.
Beautiful. That's a good piece of information.
Well, he said heroes are everywhere, and they are.
Yeah.
It's time to decide, you know. And then he says Canada can't track weapons it sent to Ukraine. So they're just passing out these hugely lethal munitions, and they don't know where they are.
Some of this stuff, I swear, some of this stuff is just to make people laugh.
It makes me laugh. This is in New York City.
Yeah.
Giant hole in the ground.
Oh, now I see it.
That van fell in. I warned
We
my
know
New York
where that
City
is?
friends. It's New
Do
York
we-
City. I warned my New York City friends.
Right, but do we know where?
The Bronx.
Oh, okay. Well,
This guy has been saying that the earth is changing and there's holes
the earth is,
opening up.
the earth is changing. Yes,
Yeah.
because the water's changing. Do you want to look at that?
Sure. Wow. Yeah, I saw this yesterday and I right away I warned my New York City friends. Watch where you're walking. What can you do though? If the hole opens up when you're driving too, you're gonna fall in.
Oh, we're gonna look at that, Andrew.
It's crazy.
Is the movement of Earth in New York City a result of dumb clearing? That's what I'm gonna ask.
Okay.
You can ask your own question if you want, or ask that question.
Well, I'll ask if it was water mains like they said it was.
So I'm gonna ask, is the Earth movement in New York City a result of dumb clearing?
I got Temperance, Wands, and 6 of Pentacles. And my bottom card is a 5 of Pentacles.
And you asked if it was water mains?
Yeah. I got Temperance, first card. And then King of Wands and 6 or 5 of 6 of Pentacles. So I don't
What-
think it's the water main. I think
So-
it's something else. Go ahead.
So my question is, the Earth movement a result of dumb clearing? First card is the Magician,
Oh,
followed by the Star,
wow.
followed by the Knight of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. I think that is both a yes. And the Knight of Pentacles tells me that, well, there was a big shift here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dumb clearing created a lot of, it involved more than just moving of Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cleaning out of the dumbs also involved stuff at a higher frequency, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the problem with that is folks that are in the 3D that can't perceive this are distracted. If they were a little more tuned into their intuition, they would understand, but they're distracted. So I think yes, it's dumb clearing. And dumb clearing, and I think actually what power that if those that are to protect us, if the energies that are to protect us are distracted, then the dark forces, shall we say, have the opportunity to inch their way back in. So this is a bit of a struggle right now. Like, that kind of represents a battle going on. It isn't quite stabilized yet. It isn't quite stabilized yet. We see it's not stabilized.
Mm-hmm. You know, a few years ago when these stories about the dumbs first started going around, DARPA put out a call for subterranean property. They wanted underground property.
Oh my God.
I don't know what that story was about, but I don't know anybody with underground property. Do you?
No. Unless people have like grottos and things under their homes, and there are grottos and things out of under farmland sometimes.
They wanted to use it for their scientific studies.
Yeah. Keep rolling down. Let's see something else we can look
Okay.
at. Or if something pops into your head that you want to talk about.
Bombs and bomb threats. 3-letter agencies will attempt to blame Russia, not Russia.
It's not Russia. That's right. Duh. Duh. Wait,
And then
what?
Hawaii has monster waves crashing in.
Oh, was this, 16 hours ago? Well, yeah, because the fault lines are on fire right now. On fire.
He says no earthquakes or storms, just freak tides. They must be freaking out over there.
Well, depending on where you are, yeah, that can be very, very frightening because there's like nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is before that collapse. That's that van that fell in.
Oh, okay.
And then he says, remember what I said about New York, and remember I recommended you leave. And for several reasons, borders, 2 plates makes it among the first to feel the stretch. But the political and social climate will also make it among the first to look or lock everyone down. And also remember the UN owns Manhattan.
Right.
Yikes.
And when I see things happening to New York City, that's what I see, that they're going in to take down the UN and to clean out what's underneath it. That's what I see. Yeah, that's the problem with being in New York. Keep going.
Okay. Then we got.
I'm sorry, you were shuffling. Were you looking at something to read?
No.
Okay.
Either the Pulitzer Prize is worthless and an embarrassment to be associated with, or they must rectify this. And
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
about Trump and the Pulitzer board has taken away any shred of credibility it had left with its response regarding the 2018 Pulitzer Prize for national reporting. Oh, come on, man. Those are fake news. That's awful. The Pulitzer is worthless. A surprise guest on Fox. Pepe was on Fox? What? Look at this, Joyce. They put Pepe on Fox.
Do you want to look at something about the UN and NYC?
Sure.
Okay, that seems prevalent. So I did a reading on that the other day, but a quick one. Do you want to, what do you want? Think about what you want to ask.
Will they be moving out or disbanding the UN maybe? Should we ask about disbanding the UN?
Okay, that's a good place to start. That's an easy yes or no.
Okay. I got 7 of Wands, Page of Swords, and 4 of Wands. And my bottom card is a Queen of Swords.
The
So-
UN be,
7 of Wands, Page of Swords, and 4 of Wands.
oh, I'm not there yet. I'm still putting my cards out. I'll let you interpret your own cards.
Well, the 7 of Wands is completion. Isn't the 7 completion like? And then the Page of Swords, I think they're going to cut their heads off.
7 of Wands is like a hard battle. A hard battle.
Yeah. It's my
A bloody
birthday.
hard battle.
Both of my birthday numbers. 7-7.
But, you know, I mean, you read the cards the way they represent to you, you know, I mean, I understand what you mean by looking at a completion. You know, ultimately, he's still standing.
Yeah.
There is a, I wouldn't say it was a completion, he's still standing, but, and what was at the bottom of the deck?
The Queen of Swords.
Okay,
I heard that the UN was building was built on a stockyard where they slaughtered animals for years.
That makes sense. The energy there was so freaky. I hated going there when I lived there. I hated walking anywhere near that place. So I have the, I also have the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Ten of Pentacles.
Hmm.
A rebuilding of a rebuilding of resources, and the structure to build the resources. And Eight of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom of the deck. Oh, the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. Yes, I think so. And I think sometimes the Hierophant can be a good card. It can represent spiritual maturity and leadership and bringing order together out of chaos. In this case, that's how I feel that this card is reading, as bringing order out of chaos. It can go either way, right? I think the answer is yes. And I mean, the quick answer I think is yes. But more importantly than that, as I said, there's a lot underneath the UN. I've seen it, and I did a quick reading on it the other day, but there's a lot. There's a part of me that doesn't really want to go under the UN. Like, I've been under the Vatican, and it's a very painful remote view. I'm a little intimidated by going under the UN for the same reason. I mean, I think, you know, under the Vatican, you can get to any other continent in the world under the Vatican. It's a place. And I think that what we would find, I think we're going to find something very similar under the UN, if it's even revealed to us. But I think the UN might actually access what people call Agartha.
Oh.
So yeah, it's very, you know, I remote view it a little bit, and it starts to really hurt my head. So yeah. So anyway, so yes, they're going to take down the UN, but I think there is a lot. These are both pentacles. This is a harvest of hard work, and this is a building of a new establishment, and the gold coming from the sky, essentially. So just like there's gold under the Vatican that is going to, that's what Nacera is based on, right? Or just Sarah. I think what is underneath the UN is going to be part of that.
Wow. I've been hearing high strangeness at the UN in New York City for years. I had a Facebook friend who used to live nearby there, and she would go by there and post pictures of it. It's been having strange happenings for years now.
That whole 2-block radius is horrifying. Horrifying. Ooh. Ooh.
And I would like to remind you guys that Joyce has a great Telegram channel, and you can sub her up. She needs subs over here, guys.
Thank you. Oh, and I'll let everybody know, because this is some of your viewers too. I was, thank you for that, Andrew. I do these things where I share information, because that's like how I am. And I was going through these cards. They're mudra flashcards, and we were going through the mudra flashcards, where we talk about the mudra, what the mudra does. There, see, I was going through the mudras, and we do a little demo together. And I was going through the cards, and what I was going to do at the end of the deck, and there are 108 cards, 108 mudras, is I was going to give the cards to whoever wanted them that paid shipping. So the last couple, and I do it every day. So the last couple times that I've done my recordings going through the mudras, I got like 6 views. So that's telling me that people aren't interested in this. So it's time to give the cards away. The cards are being rehomed. If you want these cards, just email me at medusawasframed7@gmail.com. Be prepared to give me $10, which is 2 coffees if you buy me a coffee. And that's just to cover shipping. And I will send you these cards. So, and that goes for you too, Andrew. If you want them, you can have them. But I would really like them to go to someone who will use them. So, yeah. But
So-
thank you for the tip there.
That's one of the Telegram channels I recommend. There aren't that many that I can recommend though.
Thank you. That's
Are
where I
there
get. That's
Any
where I
that you
get.
like here, Joyce?
Huh?
Are there any Telegram channels you like?
There are some Telegram channels that I like for amusement as much as news. And Carly, what is her channel? Is it Midnight Rider?
Biden's got cancer.
Oh. Is that,
He's got cancer
where did you see this?
on Technofog.
Technofog.
He's the guy that does all the court reporting. So
Yeah. No, I love
don't report
Technofog.
any BS.
So this is a brand new post?
Yeah.
310.
Biden
Oh,
just
let's read
admitted
on
to
that. Let's read on that.
No
Well-
telling if this is true or if Biden is confused about his own health.
Let's read on this. Let's read on this. What does it say? Confused about his own health. Don't worry, the adults are in charge. Let's read on that.
This is on Technofog.
Let's read on this. Okay, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is for entertainment purposes only. We are not healthcare professionals.
I got the five. Oh, I got the star, the page of wands, and the ace of wands.
Well, first of all, that's not Biden. So that gentleman is not Joe Biden. So you have to make sure you ask the question the right way.
That's all.
The actor.
My bottom card was the higher font.
Oh, I'm gonna ask yeah.
What next? You know what I mean?
Oh my God. What did you get?
I got the star, the page of wands, and the ace of wands in the higher font.
Well, the ace, what do you think?
It's just part of the movie. That's all I got. We're just at the movies.
Justice. It's part of the movie. But we have the 2 and 3 of swords following it. So there is a great period of pain and consternation. I love the 2 of swords here because I think now we're circling the drain. You know, we're going into you people have to make a decision and wake up. And that's the 2 of swords. The 2 of swords, you have to make a decision. You have to take off the blindfold and make a decision.
Mhm.
And I think we're going to see more and more things like this. You can't hide in your unicorn farts anymore. So that's what I see here. You know, when they say pain is coming, the 3 of swords is pain is coming. That's the ultimate card of pain is coming. So we have the Two of Swords. You people, you're gonna have to take off your blindfolds. Pain is coming. And then we have Knight of Swords. So there's swift justice delivered. There's justice being delivered with swift action. So yeah, I agree that it's part of the movie. But things are gonna get fast now. They're gonna get fast.
Just yesterday, I reported that somebody said, "We love Trump. Heads up. This is why Joe Biden hasn't caught COVID yet. When everyone else around him got it for the 10th time, they are saving it for the finale. And now all of a sudden, he's got cancer the next day."
Yeah, so so there's a question that I can see to ask again on the, oh crap, I just knocked everything over. Andrew, let's ask, will this medical announcement be the first step in his removal?
Oh, okay. That's a great question.
That's what I see. It's like, oh, like I was saying, things are going to speed up now.
Yeah.
That Knight of Swords, things are going to get really fast now. Which totally explain why, you know, I got the 2 and 3 of Swords. Like, you people, you have to take the blindfolds off and see what's going on.
Yeah,
Because the pain is going to get really severe now.
it is. I got the 7 of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles, and the Page on the bottom.
Page of,
Page of Wands
oh,
on the bottom.
okay.
So I got 2 7s and a Queen.
So is this medical announcement the first step in the removal of the actor? Ha! What was your first card?
The 7 of Cups.
Delusion, illusion, not delusion, illusion. I also have cups. I have the cup of cooperation and planning, agency. And you have the cup of, it can be the cup of more choices than you can imagine, which has a good connotation, or look here, not there. But we both have cups for the first card. Mine is cooperation, agency, right? People working together to create something. Then I have the 7 of Swords. This is the yes card. This is the 5D chess card. This is the card of infinite strategy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Followed by the King of Wands, the great manifester. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician.
Oh, geez.
So I'm calling yes on that question. I'm calling yes, with the caveat that there has been a careful balanced collaboration to bring about this complicated and painful strategic move that is being initiated and watched over with the wisdom of the King of Pentacles. And ultimately what we're dealing with is a movie.
Makes sense.
read yours. You still have them?
Yeah, the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles.
So what's your interpretation?
That things are going to go really quickly now, and we're going to end up sitting pretty, but we're going to have a lot to think about at the end of this. And it's not going to be an end. There is no end. People say, well, where's the end? There's no end. Right?
Was that last card 7 of Pentacles or 8 of Pentacles?
7.
Okay. All right. You got 2 7s.
We just got to alchemize all this and move on. There is no end.
Right. Well, that's part of the beauty of all the cups is alchemizing it. What else you got?
Let's see what's on Telegram. I have a couple accounts. Technofog is one of them. And I also like Majestic 12. Do you know about Majestic 12?
Well, I know about the Majestic 12. I don't know about this channel.
Majestic 12 Hub. And they have so much great stuff here, Joyce. They have those binaural beats.
Oh, yeah.
Like this
Very
one
familiar. That's the realm I work in. Yes.
from the Monroe Institute.
Cool.
And they have all kinds of stuff. I just love this channel.
Cool.
And have you seen these crop circles?
The recent ones, yeah.
They're absolutely amazing.
Yeah. They're cymatic generations from the earth. That's what the frequency of the earth looks like in those places.
That's pretty interesting. I haven't seen this one before. Have you?
Mm.
It looks almost like cuneiform writing.
Mm-hmm. I look for different things, there are channels that I like that I know you don't like. I like the Sacred Blue Tent because she touches on a variety of things that aren't just hard news. She gets into she gets into a lot of gematria, which I can't make sense out of because I have dyslexia for numbers, so I can't do anything like Sudoku or gematria or anything like that because numbers get all complicated in my head. But she gets into stuff that's interesting to me, like I believe she herself is Armenian, and so she gets into the history of that entire part of the world and the ancient part of the world, and that stuff, being an archaeologist, that's all very interesting to me. So I like Sacred Blue Tent, and I like Carly Q. What's the name of her channel? Midnight Rider.
Right.
But again, that's as much news as entertainment. She's just so funny.
I know.
And Awaranon, and though I've seen all his videos. I Ban and War Room. I'm on Ban and War Room, and I'm trying to remember. Oh, Icons.
Oh yeah.
Sarge.
He's right here. He's archived though.
He's archived?
Yeah. See, his chat says archived.
Well, you did that.
I did that?
Unarchive it.
How did I do that?
Right click on it. It's like you archived it.
Oh, I didn't.
Unarchive.
I don't like Telegram.
You didn't know what you did. You were clicking around and you did it by mistake. Oh yeah, you're on Midnight Rider too. That's Carly. And let's see. I don't remember what else. Icons is kind of a go-to for me. Quick go-to.
I'm an admin over here on News, Memes, Inspiration, and More Chat.
Oh,
But Telegram is great resource, but I don't like the way it works personally.
You have a lot of subs. I've not subscribed to that many people. I think my favorite channel is probably Icons and yours. I just love Sarge.
Yeah, this is icons here.
What's that?
WikiLeaks confirms that the U.S. destroyed an extraterrestrial moon base. Ancient history and mystery. Wow. I thought the moon was a hologram.
Well, and you're learning about that from that Dutch guy, aren't you?
Hmm.
Crater Earth. At least that's his theory.
So much crazy stuff going on.
Well, let's wrap this up with a final read. I think we've been going over an hour now.
Yeah, okay.
What do you want to do a final read on?
Will our weather turn into something more predictable or coherent for humanity? I don't know.
Oh, that's too vague.
Because right now it can go against you so quickly.
Well, there are electromagnetic forces at play. They're creating all these changes.
Yeah.
Um,
Because where I live, we got storms in the 70s. We got one where we got 20 feet of snow. And
wow.
everything got buried. People died. And then it happened again in 2014. We got 7 feet of snow. And it was all gone within a few days. And people died. One of my neighbors, the snow fell off his roof and buried him. He died.
Well, Florida's always biblical every season. That's summer in Florida is hurricane season. It's always biblical here. So, but do you want to ask something about New York? Like, are you going to be seeing? You want to ask about your region?
How about a change in governor for New York? Because we got elections coming up. Will we get a decent governor in New York?
Who else is running besides Giuliani?
I don't know. He's the only one I would vote for, though. Andrew Giuliani.
Okay. Will New York get? Is Hochul running again? Even?
Yeah, she's running all right. I want to know if
Okay.
we're going to get a good governor or if they're going to
All
stick
right.
with her.
Will there be a new governor in New York?
I got the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. And my bottom card is a Five of Cups. So King, and Nine of Pentacles. King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, or King of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles. Wow, I got two kings in the beginning. So I think we're going to have a change of governorship coming up here very soon.
What are your cards again?
King of Pentacles, King of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles. My bottom card, the Five of Cups, I think that's a change coming.
Lost. Look at the image of the five. Is Five of Pentacles or Five of Cups?
Five of Cups, looking off
You
in the
see,
distance.
and there's 3 spilled cups and 2 full cups behind you. So it's a card that deals with, are you going to concentrate on your loss, or are you going to take what you have behind you and walk away? Right?
Yep.
The question is, what side does that card represent? My first card was the moon. Things are not as they appear. I also got the Five of Cups. Oh, no, no, it's not the 5 of Cups. No, excuse me, I got the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups is like a return to innocence. Then we have the King of Wands. See all that fire
Yeah,
burning down the house, literally.
that's what it needs.
And then at the bottom of the deck, we had this 7 of Cups. So Cups and Cups, a return to innocence. 7 of Cups in the Moon, a lot of distortion. Things are not as they seem, you know, and an issue that you certainly have in New York is there's a lot of people, you know, like the people that vote for Schumer and AOC, and, you know, though neither of them got those positions authentically, there are still people that vote for them. And Jerry Nadler, oh my God.
Oh,
Those people are going to be very disturbed and distracted by all of this. This burning down the house is going to be very disturbing and distracting to people. I mean, this can be like a mental breakdown card. But things are not as they seem. But we know that, right?
yeah.
I have a question. And this is something that, you know, because like you, I see things and things come to me. But let's ask, since you live in New York, let's ask, since I lived in the city that Giuliani built, I see some bad Giuliani news coming, and I'm not going to say anything more than that. I see some bad Giuliani news coming. I don't know if it's going to be Andrew or Rudy, but I see some bad Giuliani news coming. So you want to read on that? Is there some bad Giuliani news coming?
Okay.
Because that affects your bread and butter right there.
Yeah. I got the 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles.
Jesus.
And the Ace of Wands on the bottom.
That's a yes. Oh. There's bad Giuliani news coming. We both got aces.
Uh-oh.
This really hurts my heart. I'm not going to get into what I have kind of seen that it is. Shit. Shit. What were the rest of your cards?
The 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands.
It's all money related. Money and stability and security.
Yep.
Shit. Ace of Swords. King of Cups. Queen of Swords. The great justice bearer. This guy is a trickster. Trickster. And again, this guy burning down the house. King of Wands. Shit. I love Rudy. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. Have you gotten any transmissions about that?
No, not really. Not at all, actually. I like Rudy a lot. I'd like to have him on my show. It's so hard to get people to contact him, you know.
Well, I'm not going to say anymore. It's interesting to me that, well, okay, no, I'm not going to say anymore. These are for entertainment purposes only. These are for entertainment purposes only. This is all entertainment and our vibrational readings and our tarot card interpretations. This is just for fun. All right, let's leave it at that. Andrew, my friend, thank you. We tried to do this yesterday and we were both busy and doing other things, and so it didn't happen. So thank you, Andrew. Tell everybody where they can find you.
They can find me everywhere on Telegram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm everywhere. Andrew Zebrun III.
And it's oftentimes it's one word, Andrew Zebrun the third, one word.
Yeah, if you're on Rumble or BitChute looking for me, take the spaces out.
All right, dear, thank you. And Andrew posts at least 2 videos a day. Yesterday, I think he did 4.
Yes, I did 4.
But Andrew is a great and reliable resource, and he has great guests. Like you had Jim Willie a month ago. That was amazing.
Yes, I've had people that were on Oprah on my show. Like that's something to brag about, right?
So thank you guys for hanging out for us, and thank you to all of Andrew's viewers who are popping in and hanging out with us because he's going to share this. And we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.
Bye, love you all.